Okay guys, going back to the trader clinic and Ask Scruff. So if you bear with me, flick this over, go into Ask Scruff. Caught up all my questions now and just on the last one for Justin. So, been having great success with patient recently, excellent. Over the past 2 days, none of my primary assets have shown an A and B. And yesterday, you kindly traded the fave euro pound. Might be your fave, but it certainly ain't mine. I find it very slow and painful to trade that market. But you still got to monitor it, and a chart is a chart, as I often say. So when is it okay for a newbie to trade a C or a D trade, as I know these are risky? Okay. First of all, you've got to kind of define what a C and a D is. So let me just flick up this. I grade trades based on what they are, and it's A, B, C, D, F. A is excellent, B is pretty darn good, C is risky or a scalp, D is dangerous or defunct, and F is fecked, just no good whatsoever. So the reason why I do it that way, and the guys in the squad kind of know how I score these things out, it's to put all of the elements in a row. The more elements I have, the more chances are I'm right. And then I have it across multiple time frames as well. And then it's a case of the law of averages. Now, sometimes it doesn't line up and you get sort of, the trade might be okay, but it's dangerous. So it might start at a C. Now a C, by definition, is a scalp. So all that's telling you is you pretty much want to trade it, but you can't swing at the fences with it. You have to be very careful with your targets. And that's why I define it as a scalp. I don't like scalping. If it's on one of the majors or something like that, or I can see the move, I'll just take the minimum criteria, get in, get out quick, and I'll be done. D, don't trade them at all. They are dangerous. And if you're wrong, you're going to be really wrong. So that's kind of the rule of thumb. A and B, I'll trade them all day, every day. C, it's on a case-by-case study, but it'll always be a scalp based on the minimum criteria, and I definitely want to see it bouncing from a level to give me an opportunity. And that's it. But for a newbie who can't read the market conditions very well, sometimes it's best just to leave them alone. You're better off not trading and having a cup of coffee, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee, and you need to see that video. But no, you are better off having a coffee and sitting back for an hour and just let it move to a level. And then if it's a C grade on a level in the red zones, you're pretty much good to go. If it's in a green zone, I'd still be very careful with it. But red zones are normally good to go. Why? Because it's key swing point of the market, and there's going to be a reaction either way. And at least if you're scalping and you've got your target relatively small and you're controlling how you're going to get out of it if you're wrong, you'll be fine. So I hope that helps for you, kid, and I'll catch you soon. But as always, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.